Hello, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and this is a reading for the energy of Aries. So it's been a while since I've done these long form videos, and it's kind of nice to do them. It's kind of nice also to go live. But today I have decided that I'm going to do long form because I went live last night. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on with you. And now this reading for Aries can be any placement that you have in Aries. And I want you to remember that we all have Aries in our charts by way of the house system. Okay, so if you don't have any planets or stars in Aries, you still have a house in Aries. So you can actually call upon that wisdom and that energy when you see fit. Now, it is a little bit easier for some of us than others to pull it in. But all it takes is just a little bit of practice, right? It's all anything really takes is practice. And practice doesn't make perfect, but it does make better. All right, Aries, I'm going to do one more shuffle for you, and let's see what's going on. All right. Ooh, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups. All right. Then let's I'm gonna go ahead and use the, forgot what this one was called. Bone stone flip. The bone. That's funny. I just realized I have the bone fire tarot and I have the bone stone tarot on my desk here. So this is the bone stone tarot. Art by Anatorian, and the actual book is by Avalon Cameron. So this is not the first printing. This was, I guess, maybe the second, the most recent one. I know there was a lot of controversy when this deck very first came out. I think it was maybe even a Kickstarter. But I saw this. I saw the art. I love Anatorian's art. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, I think I would like to have that deck. So I added it. All right, let me do one more shuffle. Oh, and I think I need to do a split for you, Aries. Let me do a split. And actually, I haven't even looked into the sky to see what is going on. I have no idea what is in Aries at the moment. All right. Let's see what we have. We have Two of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Wow, this art in this deck is just gorgeous. The Eight of Cups. Ten of Swords in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. And then we've got the Five of Wands. Okay. So interesting for you, Aries, we have two queens at the bottom of both decks. We've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Queen of Cups, and they're both upright. So I feel like you've stepped into something new, right? You either are stepping into something new or you've already done that, okay? With our Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and our Seven of Cups being our main energies, what I'm seeing here is that there's been a lot of choices that you've had to make, and you're working with those choices and weighing them out what works best for you. We also have the Knight of Cups here, and it seems to me that you're following what it is that makes you, what gets you excited, right? My microphone. I always have trouble with this microphone. I need a new arm. And so below the Six of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. So at this point in time, you have had a lot going on. You've thought about the different ways that you can take something, right? But with the Two of Pentacles, I see that It seems that you're on a quest to understand something, and I don't think you're quite there yet, right? I feel like with the Hierophant being in reverse, and we've got the Ten of Swords, the 10 being an ending card, an ending slash beginning. So I feel that what's happening here is that you're still kind of mulling things around, still trying to see what makes you tick, or what fulfills you, I guess is a better word. So you haven't quite made this decision. I mean, I see, the 6 of Pentacles is about reciprocity, but it can also be about balance, and also the 2 of Pentacles is another card of balance. So I feel like you're still trying to find some sort of balance here. Now, with our 2 queens at the bottom of the deck, it seems like you're really taking charge of this, right? You're taking this seriously. You're putting in your emotions and all of the logic and all of the things that go in to making these the right decision for you. Now, we do have the King of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands, and then the 2 of Wands in reverse. And so, what that's kind of telling me is that though you have this issue that you're not quite sure what to do, it's kind of weighing down on you. You feel like you should be a lot further along than where you are. You feel that you should, the work that you've already been putting in has yet to pay off, and I can see that frustration, right? And I can see that might be kind of weighing on you a little bit. We do have the Knight of Cups upright, and to me that sounds like you're taking it all in stride. You're not letting it bog you down, which I think is a great thing, because not only that, you've got the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands in reverse underneath the 7 of Cups. And what this is telling me is that when you're presented with new opportunities or new ideas, it seems to me like you're still staying focused and you're staying true to where your heart wants to take you, right? Though sometimes with our 8 of Cups here, it looks like you want to run away and you want to run fast. But we do have 5 of Wands in reverse, and that tells me you still have that fighting spirit left. I mean, even looking at this card, this is it in the upright position. You do have it in reverse, but this tells me that you're still keeping focused on your initial idea. The initial, what's the word I'm looking for? That project that you initially set out to accomplish, to work on, is you're still staying strong with it, even though there is a little bit of uncertainty and maybe a little bit of a holdup, and you might feel like you're not as far along as you thought, or as you think you should be, or as you envisioned yourself to be. I do feel that you're headed in the right direction, and I still think that you're going to get there. I just think that you need to not be so much focused on what's taking so long, and maybe focus on how far you've come, right? Focus on the things that you're doing that are going right. Okay, focus on the small accomplishments. Don't focus on what you don't have, because as your attention goes to things that you don't have, what do you think is going to come to you? More of not getting what you don't have, and that, because that's what you're going to be focused on, and you're going to be just like the typical 8 of Cups, where that person is walking away, and he's walking away from all those cups, and because he has all these upright cups, but he's walking away from them. Why is he walking away from them, right? Are they not good enough? They're perfectly good cups. So, and that's not the art that's in this particular card, but that is in the typical RWS card. But if this means anything to you, that is one thing that popped into my head, about what you're focusing on, okay? So just be sure that you're focusing on the correct thing, and you're focusing on the small victories that you've made, okay? Some of us it takes us a little bit longer to bloom, right? but we all get there eventually. We do. Even if you don't, enjoy what it is that you're doing, right? Because it looks like you're passionate. You like what it is you're doing. You know, we've got the Knight of Cups here. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. You know, you like what it is you're doing. So stay focused on and be grateful for what it is that you have, what it is that you've accomplished. So I've been shuffling the an oracle deck for you. It's called the Messenger Oracle by Ravine Phelan. And I'm probably messing up that name, but look at this beautiful box. I love it so much. And the art on this is so beautiful. All right, let's see what we have for you. Oh, we've got this guy. See yourself in nature. Let me look. That is, how is this? Okay, page 55. You are born of man and woman, but humanity is born of the natural world. Now it is time to reconnect. Look out into the natural world. Explore your world, and you will see who you are. Peel away all the judgment and dogma born of man, and see your truest nature mirrored in the beautiful world around you. See that your emotions are like the weather, and that your senses reach into the sky and earth like the branches and roots of the trees. See yourself in nature and nature within yourself. You know what? Nature is perfect. Nature is perfect even in its imperfections. And it could give a care less whether it's perfect or not, right? Because nature just is. And so love yourself even though you're imperfect, right? Because being imperfect, I mean, perfect is kind of boring. You know, if we were all perfect, then what would we do, right? I mean, God is perfect. And then God created this world so he could experience himself because he was freaking bored. So so don't worry about perfectionism here. All right, Aries, I hope that helped you. Let me know if it resonated, and tell me hi in the comments. So I'll see you next video, and take care.